Let's start with, how did you get into teaching?
I don't know, I just fell into it. I didn't want to milk cows. I didn't want to stay.
Milk cows.
Yeah, I grew up as a dairy farmer, so I didn't want to milk cows. So I just kind of fell into it. Went to school for horses, worked for guys, and then worked for some guys that did clinics on the West Coast and then here in Montana. And, I never thought I'd teach, I guess, in a class atmosphere. Like these kids, they're all in the natural horsemanship program here at Western, but they'll start off kind of doing groundwork and then kind of refine everything all the way to their third year class. What we're really trying to teach is like the Lassance method, our basis for it, behavior of horses, how to get them to do what we want to do, but kind of making it their idea. And I always tell kids there's two things with horses. There's mechanics to them and there's a mental side of it. And you got to understand both of them. Why is this horse doing a certain thing? How can we change that versus make them change it? Probably better with that on the horses than people myself. We get from our Colt donors in the state and some out of state. All of our sponsors we do, Rocky Mountain, CHS, New Gen. I remember back in the day when we first started with like 5 horses in the class. Like all of our students are here. So we got 22 Colts this year and 18 students. These classes, we help them get them started. They should be taking what they've learned in the other classes and taking it to these Colts. This year was actually the first year we had all the Colts when we started, and we got them about a month ago. Most of the donors we've had with the horses we've had over the years, so we kind of know the bloodlines, how they are, and we know the kids just as good, so we kind of pair them like that. Maybe some horses are a little bit tougher over the years than others, so return kids, I'll give those horses to them, so it's more of a little bit of a challenge for them. If I got some kids that are a little more timid, I try to find some gentler horses that I've known from donors over the years. Kind of luck of the draw too. I mean, the purpose of the class is, especially the first half of this class, is about education, and it's also about making a product too. A lot of reputations on the lines. Like I said, we get a lot of sponsors and aid and all that to help for this class. So everybody wants to do a good job. What you're getting is because of what the students did years prior to you, how good they did. You get more sponsorships and stuff like that, or more scholarships, and maybe more donors come in. I know I get a little stressed about it because I'm always thinking about next year.
Legacy.
I don't know, I think it's 15 years with this class, and I don't know how many years we've been doing the sale down in Dillon, and we got to be at 8 maybe. So, I mean, it's grown. I always tell these kids to appreciate that because they don't know how those classes were years ago when we had 5 kids and trying to find horses, and we had some generous donors those days that kind of gambled on us. They didn't know what we were doing and gave us some horses to use. And
I was wondering.
Take those off. I look like a surgeon.